Hi, I'm Dr. Marty Becker. You might know me from my appearances on Good Morning America, the Dr. Oz Show, but here today with Chester, my buddy, to talk about safety in traveling with your pets. According to some surveys, 7 out of 10 Americans now take their pets with them on vacation. So how do we do it safely? Let's start out with the road trip in the car. While pets running around the car, looking at other pets, or sitting in somebody's lap may look cute, it puts them at risk and it puts the human family at risk. So take them with you, but make sure they're safe and secure. That means in a carrier, behind a secure barrier, in something like this that clips into a harness, that clips into a seat belt. They can be on a trolley in the car. They can be in a hammock that fits between the front seat and the back seat where the hair is all contained in there and the pet's contained. They're under 30 pounds, even a booster seat that hooks over the back of the headrest of the car. They're safe and secure in their things. Now make sure they also have an ID tag on. That way, if your pet happens to get lost, it's going to be much more likely to be returned quickly. When somebody finds, if you have your home phone number on there, it's not going to help. Cell phone number, they can call you or text you and you're going to get it back. If you're traveling into an area, there might be other health risks, so make sure you talk to your veterinarian about health risks you might be going into so you can work to prevent problems. Now, if you're going by air, you want to call the airline early because they limit the number of pets in the cabin and in cargo. We don't want to use tranquilizers. We want to use things more synthetic pheromones that really calm them in a natural way. If you're going to be traveling with it, try to get an early morning flight, an evening flight, a direct flight. Don't fly on Mondays or holidays when there's much more likely to have delays. If you got your pet in the cabin, make sure you ask the people next to you if there's any pet allergies. If there are, maybe they can reseat you or them so that will be a good neighbor to them. And don't fly a pet if it has a pushed-in face, like a pug, like a bulldog, or cats like Persians. They have trouble breathing and have trouble staying cool, so those are ones that you better find a different form of transportation. Increasingly, we're taking pets with us also to the beach. And when you go to the beach, you got to make sure that you have the essentials. You got to have a leash, water, shade for them, and also little bags to clean up after them. Not all pets can swim, which is what we think dogs all swim. Like little pugs, they sink like a rock. So if you got there with the beach, you're going boating, make sure that they have a life vest on. It makes it a lot safer for them, and you know you can do that and feel secure that way. Also, there's some new technology called Temp Alert. What I like about that, if you have a halter on like this, or the foot pads, what it does actually has a little sensor in there that can tell it when it gets too hot. So once it gets over 100 degrees, that little icon changes color, and you know it's something that's at risk of burning their foot pads or puts them at risk of getting heat stroke. So they're not just a fashion accessory, it actually protects them against the heat and the abrasive action of that sand, of that concrete, because you got to know most of these dogs have been inside the house most of the year, and we don't want to harm them. Also, all those times in the summer where you cook those great meals, don't be tempted to give your pets the scraps off of those great barbecues. First of all, their stomachs aren't set for that stuff, and at the very least, you might end up on your hands and knees cleaning up an unwanted mess. At the worst, it could get something called pancreatitis, and that'll end up with a trip to the emergency vet. Also, there's been a lot of dogs that have wafted in on those great smells coming off the barbecue, and they'll jump up to investigate or try to get them a little treat, and they'll burn their foot pads. So be very careful about that. But for any noise phobias you see, those summer thunderstorms, any of those kind of noise phobias, increasingly reach for natural solutions, the synthetic pheromones that can really calm an anxious pet. And for more pet health information, go to petco.com/summer.